What is going on, everybody? This is your boy, Soul of a Man, 5 to the 4. And I hope everybody's out there. I hope everybody's doing good out there. Hope you guys are having a good day and moving along with life and making your adjustments and all that good stuff. And again, my name is Soul of a Man 504, aka Demon Everest. The title of this is The Beginning and the End. What is going on, Miss Gloria Ashmore? How are you? But I hope everybody out there is doing good. Hope everybody out there is keeping your heads up and all that good stuff. So this is entirely about what is going on right now, just to give you more of a spiritual explanation on what is happening and what is to come. What is going on, blessed and favored? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get straight into this. The first card I have is the Tower card. Yeah, a lot of people are going through that whole work transition thing. A lot of people are working from home and all of that good stuff. But yeah, but for work, I'm getting, happy days are going to be here again for a lot of people again. So going straight into it, the Tower card. The shake up to the shake up, the transition, the power of let's just say the power of God shaking and moving, transitioning things. Let's say pulling the rug of power out from people who are running things now and transitioning it over to his people, to his chosen people, to the ones. See, this gentleman is wearing a crown on his head. So yeah, so we are about to be exalted. We're about to be gifted. A lot of people are having a hard time processing what's going on right now. The Hermit card, the journey of one, the journey of the soul. A lot of people are going through this transition of having to go with what is going on, Miss Nancy Gary. So yeah, so a lot of people are going through the transition of having to go from within, right? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a lot of things. It's. I think I said this last year. They were gonna be major shifts this year. I didn't go to anything particular, but that was the information that was given to me. Is going to be major shifts that are going to be going on this year, and that's going to continue to go from this year, and you're going to see that going through next year and on and on and on. But the Hermit card, people going on a solo journey, having to go from within. A lot of people, what's happened is a lot of things have been stripped. A lot of people have been, let's just say a lot of people have been worshiping false idols in a sense. You see like a lot of celebrities passing on. The ones that are here, you see them popping up saying, oh, I'm sick. Oh, I have, the virus that's out there right now. That main thing is just to show you that they're human, that these people are not gods. I know we love our celebrities and whatever. And again, I'm never going to be the person to tell you how to feel. If you feel like you need to cry the situation, do what you have to do. Get your emotions together, but you're going to have to get yourself in check, because you're going to have to get yourself in check. This is about, it's going to show you who your true friends are and who the people who are gonna support you. You're going to see that, because people have to actually be in, they have to actually do things that they never thought they were going to do. Teach their children, work from home. So this is a time where it's either going to this is going to help to really shape you, to catapult you, or it's going to our reality. Let's just be honest with it. Our whole reality has just been shattered. Like seriously, our whole reality has been shattered. A lot of people, for whatever reason, maybe through the internet, social media, whatever. Somebody was just talking about it, how we always have a camera in our face, and at one point, if somebody was great at something, it's like they had this chip on the shoulder. Now people aren't aren't that great at stuff. They have two followers and they just have this just enormous chip on their shoulder. They feel like they're better than everybody else. And I said this before, if people show you their true colors now, believe it. That's not going to change. That is not going to change. What is it? What is that saying about a leopard? What is it a saying about a leopard can't change its stripes or something like that? Cool. Knowing your worth. At this time, knowing who you are and knowing who you are, knowing whose you are, knowing who ultimately has your back, knowing who ultimately has the final say so. When I walked away from the church, I wasn't mad at God. I was just mad at the people at the church, And I know that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a leopard cannot change a spot. So, I was never mad at God. I was just a little, just looking at the people in the church. Then I started finding out about all of these other deities and Risha, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's who you're believing in. But it's to the point where, I asked a question last night. And I was just meditating, like, where are the gods? Where are they? They're still there. They're more like behind the scenes. Our ancestors seem to be like more in front, just around us, surrounding us. Our angel guys, just helping us to restore this new balance. It's almost saying like we are the chosen few. We are that chosen generation that's going to stand up. All of those people who you see with these new abilities, and I'm talking about the people who are really gifted. I'm not talking about people who just jump on the internet and just flip a few cards around and tell you what you want to hear. Those people are going to be X'd out. You're not even going to really be able to hear from those people. But talking about those people, who are truly gifted, and you can feel it. You can feel. Honestly, you can feel like honestly what's to come, and you can feel the heart of the matter and the heart of these people, and see that these folks actually do truly care. Next card is resurrection. That means resurrection is when old things dying and new things coming to the light. You're gonna really see a lot of things in a very near future, probably about a lot of people who who we put on these pedestals or whatever. You're gonna find out some shocking things, and a lot of people are gonna start being removed from power. A lot of power is just gonna be stripped from people who just let's just say the ruling class right now. Like I said, things have been flipped, and things are gonna continue to just snowball down this path. And I say that I just say that it's an amazing path, because out of it you're going to your truest heart's desires are going to come to pass. It's just like the world itself is just it's the world itself, when there's no pollution or people trying to control this or that. I just feel like the world itself is just it's just at peace right now. A lot of people aren't going to be able to handle it. Some of us are, because it's like I told somebody, just like we as Black people, but here in the States, African Americans, and maybe brothers and sisters in Brazil and Great Britain, we've been through so much. We've been through the Jim Crows, the segregations. Maybe not us, period, but we see the racism on our jobs and this and that. So the social distance and stuff. Honestly, I feel like when I go to work, people don't want to be around me, as it is because of, of course, the color of my skin. That's just the nature of the beast. So that is going to come into play. That's why I say, that's why I said the chosen few. This isn't going to be a popular, this isn't going to be a popular topic, but it's just the truth of the matter. And these aren't necessarily I'm not saying that these are the last days, but let's just say things are being flipped. And let's say a lot of us are going to be uplifted and just taken up, so many different levels. You're going to be doing so many different things that you couldn't even possibly dreamed or imagined. A lot of these things came from our ancestors because they put in the time and the work. They put these seeds in. They said, like, you listen, even though since I couldn't make it, they say the hope and the dream of the slave. They're saying, like, even though I couldn't make it, that stuff is shifting to us. If you can't feel it, I'm sure you're going to feel it soon enough. The shaman card, being in peace, having your mind. I said, before, be aware, but don't let this fear grip you to the fact it's gonna just get you away from what you truly need to be hearing. It's like your mind and your soul, your very being, needs to be at peace. What's going on? See over. So yeah, so you just, your mind and your very being just really needs to be at peace. That's where the shaman card comes in. That's where, you try to take some time and meditate, even if it's going outside in your backyard or maybe going to a park or something like that, just taking time to just touch and agree, just see nature, just see that the animals are still here, that the planet is still moving. In a sense, and it's just the main thing. It's mankind, like I said, ushering out the old and coming into the new. And this is going to be, it's almost going to be like 1,000-year process that we're seeing. So, yeah, but the karma card, which means that, you balance, you have great things that are still coming your way. And I'll talk about that later on tonight on Facebook about, dreams and all of that stuff. But but this is great balance. This is balance. This is balance on a more, how can I put it? This is balance on a more universal scale. Like people always saying, the universe this, the universe that. But this is more on the universal scale as far as balance and as far as those the promises, and like we are the peacekeepers. We are, even if you think you're not ready and you haven't been prepared, you have been prepared, because a lot of things you're going to just be able to know what to do, know where to go, without even flipping on the news or asking people or whatever like that. A lot of things are going to come in your dreams. The triumph card. Know that this is it's a no-win situation for some. Yeah, some people you're going to see passing on. Again, it is more about a cleansing. This had to happen because how else were like, let's just say the chosen few from our ancestors, from God or whoever it is, whoever it is that you're believing in, even if you're believing in yourself, the chosen few shall rise and shall move, and we're gonna make a mighty noise, man. We're gonna be able to take. It was almost like a guarantee. So just taking back what's rightfully yours. Staying conscious in the moment, because you see so many industries drying up. You see so many things shifting. You see that the kids have been pulled back from the school systems. Now they're at home. So now it's up to the parents to to raise those kids right. What they weren't getting in this very structured educational system, or I just say unstructured educational system. Now, they can get at home. Now, you can find internet programs and all of that stuff online, to help these kids. So this is this is such an amazing and awe-inspiring thing. I always say, the entity or the being that we, everyone, people call God is, I will always say, will be the greatest artist that ever lived, because I'm gonna say it again. This is gonna be the greatest magic trick that you have ever seen. Seriously. But cool. So yeah, so your ancestors are all around you. So if you need anything, please call on them. They are there. They are with you. They're fighting, just like stuff is going on here. You think stuff is going on here? There's so much more that's going on the other side. In the ancestral plane, beyond the veil, in the heavenly realm. There's just so much going on. There's so much. There's just so much work that needs to be done. But we have to play our role. We have to play our part. Just a shifting, a repopulation on the earth. I said before, a lot of people are going to be leaving this country. A lot of people may go north. Some people are going to be in Africa. So you're just going to see major shifts as far as how people move and how things are going to be divided and all of that good stuff. But the last thing, the payoff. Oh, it's going to be amazing, man. And a lot of you move to your own beat, and that's okay. Nobody's mad at you about that. A lot of people just move to their own beat, and and how things come in, the timing of it all, it's really going to blow your mind. It's like your thinking is going to come one way, but like this has been for, like, honestly, I always say there's this is my ancestors deck. This is from the little red one ancestors deck. There was a young lady in Houston, but she passed away, unfortunately, during Hurricane Harvey in 2017. But I was really cool with her, man. But anyway, so this is the little red one ancestors deck. This is one of my main go-to decks, especially as far as hearing and just communicating with the ancestors. But so this is the end of a lot, but the beginning of this is the beginning of a new. And and a lot of you, I know a lot of you are probably worried about your finances and your jobs. Again, and I'm not trying to be like that broken record, but this is definitely time to get yourself out there, get your names out there. Whatever talents that you have. That I'll always say, through chaos, there's always hope, and there's always a major silver lining. There's always things. I'm learning and hearing things every single day. Just being like, to myself, and just not necessarily being around people. And so just remember, the main things, just, go to a quiet space, quiet your minds, and let your spiritual antennas up, because that's going to be very important. Pay attention to those downloads, those shifts, things that you see out there, how people are acting, how they say, like, well, hey, what's going on with the Black folks? Why are they not taking it serious? It's not that we're not taking it serious, but when you go through so much, and we've had 400 years to prepared for this. So how could you not, how could you not be prepared? We've always had to make something out of nothing. And we are going to continue to do that. We've had our trial by fire. Now it's time for them to have theirs, So not wishing anything bad on it, not wishing anything bad on anybody, but just time for us to get ours, those who are under that spiritual covenant. And I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. If not, just do a little biblical research. It'll come to you. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for joining me. I'll be on my regular Devon Alvarez page on Facebook and and I'll also be, I'll put it live in a group also. And, we'll be talking about dreams and your dreams coming true and all of that good stuff. But all right, folks. But again, Devon Alvarez, aka Soul Lover Man. But thank y'all so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. As always, folks, I'm out. Peace.